And if those of you who think this technical difficulty was planned and think I'm scamming you, go do it for yourself. Because you're going to find the exact same thing. I got nothing to hide here. This is live on the air, okay? I'm going to zoom in on the Earth in Photoshop. Can you see the Earth?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go to Image, Adjust, Levels, and I'm going to bring the levels over here. And I'm going to bring the levels up. Uh-oh. What is that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. Why is there a square box around the Earth allegedly taken from the scientists on the moon in Apollo 17? And people wonder why I don't trust NASA. That's why I don't trust NASA. I mean, they're always out there saying, you know, Rob, everybody's trying to show you stuff from space and you keep rejecting it. This is why I reject it. These guys are liars. You know?
We are headed 3,600 miles above Earth, 15 times higher from the planet than the International Space Station. As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation.
But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation.
Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
I mean, do you have Neil Armstrong interviewed already?
No, he doesn't want to be interviewed.
Well, I know.
Why does he not give interviews?
Well, because that's his personal choice. And I guess it's mine, in a way, to do things when they've been researched and worked out as far as a business arrangement. This is not news. This is not an anniversary.
Well, actually it is. We found a very unique reel of footage that we have queued up to show you.
Yeah.
And it's from the mission. And to our knowledge, no one has ever seen it before. Mm. And it's 30 years old.
And you want me to see this while you have me on camera?
Well, and to tell us what it is. I mean, it's...
Well, I don't know why I should do that.
It's a very unique
well,
footage.
It may be that I need to see it, and then we sit down and we talk about what you're taking a picture of. I don't see where there's an advantage in it for me to do what you're asking me to do. I see all sorts of pitfalls. I see people who have managed to talk to somebody. Who did you talk to in our office?
I talked with Heather at Tor Books.
Yeah, but is this helping book promotion? Are you going to be putting anything out during the time that I'm marketing books? See, Heather does not represent me for the things you're talking about. She represents a book selling activity.
I think when you see the footage, you'll see that it's very extraordinary, one of a kind, behind the scenes type of footage.
Yeah. Well, if it is, why do you have access to something that no one else has seen before?
Serendipity, I guess. And it was recorded on the 18th of July, 1969. Do you remember this?
The 18th?
Apollo 11, Houston, Goldstone says that the TV looks great, over. Roger, we just wanted an area such that we can, when we get the playback, we can sort of correlate what we were saying. Thank you very much. Well, we got out the sun coming in some of the big craft, so it's looking through a number one window, and there isn't any reflected light. we only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with the DP camera. South America becomes invisible just off beyond the Terminator or inside the shadow. We can see the oceans with a definite blue cast. See light bands of major cloud formations across the Earth. Roger, the ATC's looking real well. The F-22 looks good, over. So Apollo 11 Houston, did you copy, over? ATC copies, Jerry. Roger, your translation will end up with that about 2 by, over. Okay, how do you now? Roger, 5 by now. Now we're coming in, can't quite make out who that is.
What is your opposition that we didn't go to the moon?
I know for a fact that you did. I know for a fact that you did not.
You know for a fact that we did not?
That's correct. As you'll see, this tape proves that.
Okay, well, I'm not interested in satisfying your suppositions when there's all this evidence that we did.
This proves, as you see, that you're using the window to demonstrate that you were halfway to the moon when you were
Turn the camera off, please. Turn the camera off. Oh, shit.
It shows that you're in an orbit. Now, if the moon is 3 days away, and this is late, on the 18th, how could you possibly walk on the moon 2 days later when this was shot on the 18th?
You want me to sit in front of a camera while you're taking pictures, you're showing this, and then you want to see my reaction?
I know for a fact
That's slimy journalism. Do you realize that?
If
You ought to be ashamed of
If you read the
yourself.
document that I have in here, you'll find that it's not. That this is a personal plea to do what is right.
Well, we sit and we talk about things ahead of
This is the
time.
document that you want to see. I know for a fact
But
that
what it is you're trying to do is unethical. You don't believe that?
No, I do not.
Well, then we have a difference of opinion.
This is where you're using the window of the spacecraft to appear to be the Earth far away. You're not the raw footage of it. You have an auxiliary track, someone prompting you when you speak.
You believe in UFOs? You believe we've been visited by... Well, why do you want to believe this?
I know for a fact. We've had this analyzed. And this is the window. And you're in a stated by an atomic clock at the Goldstone tracking station, which is on the tape.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator at NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight. We're not...
I know for a fact that it didn't happen. And this tape would prove it in a court of law. It would.
I should try. Why don't you put your money into a court of law and see how people laugh at you? You want it.
No one has
Is your
laughed.
camera working?
No one has laughed.
And this makes you the real famous person that has discovered this and reveals all this stuff. What an ego you must have to want to propel yourself like this.
That's not why I'm doing it. God knows it's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the truth to come out because I think it was wrong.
You can also notice how the
No,
astronaut...
you're doing it the wrong way. You don't mislead somebody like me coming here.
You didn't go to the moon. That's misleading people. I'm showing you the
Okay,
tape.
we went to the moon. We're not misleading anybody.
Then how is it possible that this is the window? It's shot to make it look like...
Look, you can manufacture all you want with
This is
these
straight.
things.
This is a manufacturer. You know that it
It's
isn't.
about an interior of the astronauts at work.
I believe this would prove in a court of law that you did not go to the moon. It's dated on the 18th. It proves when you remove the
You give me your
here's the
business
light.
card.
It's all in there.
Camera controls.
It's all in there.
Not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert.
This proves that it's the window. You can see them removing the crescent insert that you did to create the Terminator liner from
You're so
the
full of shit, I can't believe it. If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
Sometimes I can't help feeling I'm living a life of illusion. And oh, why can't we let it be and see through the hole in this wall of confusion?
27, lift legs into the door threshold. Okay, item 29, release seat belt.
Living a life of illusion.
Let's take a closer look at the supposed two images provided from NASA of Jupiter. Here's the problem. Again, 2016, 2014. What's the difference here? The difference is they added the supposed auroras on the north, and this is nothing but a Christmas tree. Give me a break. Take a look here. I mean, all the clouds are in the same exact position. Just the 2016 image is a bit, we'll say darker. It's a bit lighter in 2014. Here's a side-by-side. I mean, people can't see what's taking place with NASA. Nothing more than fakery. I mean, give me a break. This is a complete insult. If you have a brain in your head, the supposed clouds moving at the speeds they supposedly do, and they get the same exact image from 2 years apart. Not possible.